Hello everyone, I'm about Sonic the Telltale Gamer, being latest and everything Telltale Games, Transformers, and more. Okay, so first off, I'd like to apologize on once again, kind of being off the grid for a couple weeks. Once again, as I stated in my 3-year anniversary update video, summer had just started, so I was kind of had my head busy, just relaxing and maybe taking a break from YouTube and all that. But I'm ready to get back into the swing of things. So anyway, I know I'm a couple days late on this, but I feel like it might well tell anyway since my whole channel is dedicated to Telltale. But kind of bad news for all of you Wolf Among Us fans. The Wolf Among Us Season 2, which Telltale had originally announced last year to be coming out the second half of this year, has now been delayed to at some point next year in 2019. This comes from Telltale's official website, when they state right here that that they're committed to exploring new ways to tell stories, and that they feel that with Wolf Among Us Season 2, taking the extra time to polish out the game's story and stuff like that will help make it a better experience and make fans of the Wolf Among Us series feel like it's worth it. They don't want to rush this like New Frontier was. And I'm not saying New Frontier was a terrible game. I mean, it certainly wasn't. It certainly is the worst of the Walking Dead games. I mean, not kind of Walking Dead Michonne. Walking Dead Michonne is probably the worst, but out of the main games, New Frontier is probably the worst. But it wasn't by any means a bad game. It just was disappointing compared to seasons 1 and 2. So yeah, I see what they're trying to do with Wolf Among Us, that they don't want it to be another New Frontier on their hands, because New Frontier was super hyped, but then it just fell flat on its face. So yeah, Telltale obviously doesn't want that to happen again with Season 2. But another interesting thing that came with this reveal is that we have looks like it might be a placeholder logo still, but we have a brand new logo for the Wolf Among Us Season 2. Now, you remember the original Wolf Among Us Season 2 logo that showed up in the Telltale summer events update thing that was last year around E3. The Wolf Among Us logo, it was the same as Season 1, but it just had a giant 2 behind the Wolf Among Us. It was just called the Wolf Among Us 2, not the Wolf Among Us Season 2, just the Wolf Among Us 2. And it's interesting because even though with this new logo it now says the Wolf Among Us Season 2, the Telltale still refers to it internally in its blog post as the Wolf Among Us 2. Now, I guess some people could be saying that, oh, well, because technically since the Wolf Among Us Season 2 isn't going to be following the same story from Season 1, we could just call it the Wolf Among Us 2, because even though it's a sequel, it's not following the same story as the other Wolf Among Us. I guess that's why people might be calling it the Wolf Among Us 2 instead of the Wolf Among Us Season 2. But then why are they calling it the Wolf Among Us Season 2 in this new logo? I don't know, but another interesting thing to point out about the new logo for the Wolf Among Us Season 2 is the fact that we now have a new blue theme as opposed to the purple theme of Season 1 and the initial Season 2 logo. Along with this, we also see a bunch of snowflakes surrounding the usual floral pattern of the Wolf Among Us logo. This seems to imply that Snow White will play a major role in the Wolf Among Us Season 2, especially seeing how the logo is now blue along with all these snowflakes around the logo, which I think is pretty interesting, because I'm not quite sure when the Wolf Among Us Season 2 will take place. It could take place immediately after the Wolf Among Us Season 1. It could still be a prequel to the Fables comics. It could take place at some point during the Fables comics, or it could maybe even take place after the Fables comics. I'm not sure if because the Fables comics ended a couple years ago. The Fables comics ended about 2015, 2016-ish. I think it was around 2015, and so I feel that Season 2, I'm not sure where it could be. It could be during Fables, it could be before Fables, right after Season 1 of The Wolf Among Us, it could be after Fables, or it could be during, I know there's even though the main Fables comic's over, there's this new comic out called Fables Ever After. It's kind of like an epilogue to like an X years later arc for Fables. It's about Bigby and Snow White and all their children. So I'm not quite sure where the Wolf Among Us Season 2 is going to go. But obviously, I kind of expected this was coming, seeing as how Telltale seems to be taking a lot of time with The Walking Dead, the final season. While Telltale did state that they are probably going to looks like they are going to reveal stuff about The Walking Dead final season at E3. Maybe we'll get Episode 1 release date then. I'm expecting Episode 1 of The Walking Dead final season to be released around either late July to early August. And then with Wolf Among Us Season 2, I think we can expect Episode 1 to be released sometime around February or March, maybe January if we're lucky. At the latest, probably late April. So I will definitely be getting the first episode of Wolf Among Us Season 2 in the first half of 2019, definitely before June. And then where Telltale goes from that, I'm not sure. And then if the leaked gameplay from the Walking Dead final season, like with that third-person camera angle, if that's any indication of how Telltale is going forward and innovating with their new games, I can't wait to see what Telltale has planned for Season 2. Like I said, I wasn't the biggest fan of Season 1 unless I gotta say, like, it was a good game, just that the ending, not the ending. Episode 5 was fantastic, but there were just some episodes of it, like episodes 2 and 4. Like, episode 2 I really didn't like. Episode 4 was kind of meh, but then episodes 1, 3, and 5 were spectacular, and I really liked. Wolf Among Us was really unique in this fact that it had its own unique art style, and I really like it. It wasn't very similar to something you'd seen like The Walking Dead or Tales from the Borderlands or even Guardians of the Galaxy and Batman. It felt very unique. The closest I think Telltale's ever got to replicating Wolf Among Us style was with Batman, actually. That might be because they're both by DC, I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. Long story short, Wolf Among Us Season 2 has been delayed to 2019, as I said earlier. So what are your guys' all thoughts on this? Do you think this is a good idea for Telltale to delay this game, or do you think they should have just rushed it out and decided to, like, get it done some point this year? Feel free to leave your comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe. I will see you guys later.